Hi, I'm Jim Coldham. Welcome to Streetviews, where we get your views from the streets. If there was a general election tomorrow, would Labour win? Let's find out. If there was a general election tomorrow, would Labour win, do you think?
No.
No, I don't think they would.
I don't really know whether they would or not.
If there was a general election tomorrow, would Labour win?
No, no way.
No. Actually, no, I think maybe they would. Gordon Brown's a lot sort of more...
No, I think it would be Tories by a slim head.
Not after what they've done to the country so far.
No.
No. He seems more sort of in touch with the Labour voters, if you know what I mean, than Tony Blair. I don't know why, but he seems more like that.
And I think you've got to quote Iraq, Afghanistan, the economy. None of which three is their particular fault, but they'll carry the can for them. Who could you vote for? Do you vote for someone you already know that's in there, or do you vote for the Conservatives which are untried again? I don't really know, to be quite honest with you.
If there was a general election tomorrow, would Labour win?
Yes. Yeah.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't really know, to be honest.
If there was a general election tomorrow, would Labour win?
I don't think so, no.
Any particular reason why?
Well, I think the Labour Party has lost sight of its true socialist values, and I think people have cottoned on to that now, and I think there'll either be a big disenchantment.
I think they're just generally out of favour at the moment. Yeah, that's it.
They're doing, you know, what meant to be doing, but the thing is, I think they're not doing enough. They're just, you know, there are main issues that needs to be taken into more, pay more attention to it. And I think majority is all the big thing, not the root thing, which is very important actually. It's just like a community. We lost all the community in Soho, so which I think it gives a big impact on how the community is going to grow in a way.
Do you know what caused the credit crunch?
Greed. Naked greed and lack of regulation.
I think it was to do with the mortgage property companies. They were lending too much money, and they couldn't. The people who couldn't pay it back, and they just lost loads, and it was just like a spiral. Too many people borrow money.
I'm trying to work it out actually, but vaguely, yes.
Any particular reason, do you think?
Yeah, banks not knowing what they're doing.
Well, all this thing about prime mortgages or subprime mortgages in the States, and it came over from there, and you know, it's loaning money to people who can't afford a mortgage, basically.
I've got a feeling that it was just everybody overextending themselves, especially the big players. All these banks were borrowing money off of each other, extending themselves, and obviously like everybody else, they've extended themselves too far and they're not getting it back. So all of a sudden it's all come home to roost.
What caused the credit crunch? I think overall everybody, it's more, the main, what do you call it? The main continent, you know, the big ones, they are more, I don't know, in a way they're probably a bit selfish, and then, you know, think about their own things, and then, you know, it has to work globally.
Do you know what caused the credit crunch?
Inflation. That's right.
No, we don't know. We don't know.
Don't really know a lot about it.
Do you know what caused the credit crunch?
American mortgage market.
American mortgage market. I believe it was, yeah.
May and Freddie Mac.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you think Gordon Brown is handling the current crisis?
Well, he's an expert economist, and he is doing it pretty well, to be fair to him. He's saved his premiership, and he'll hang on to the premiership until the next election, and then I think he'll be beaten.
Not very good.
Any particular reason why?
It's not getting any better. It's just staying the same.
Probably as best as he can, yeah. I think it's a fairly global thing, so I think no matter who's in power, it's going to be a really difficult time for them, so probably just as best as he can.
I don't read that many papers, to be honest, so I'm not really sure about that one. I think he's probably doing okay though. He's a Prime Minister. If he's not, then he shouldn't really be Prime Minister.
Yes.
Any particular reason why you think that?
I don't think he can do anything.
At the moment, I think he's dealing all right, but I think a lot of people are actually not very satisfied with him. I think that's
not great.
I don't think he's doing a great deal.
Not great. Everyone's still panicking, aren't they? But the banks don't help, seeing as he owns half of them, and none of them will put their interest rates down.
So as well as he can, I think he's doing a fine job. But you know, even the public purse isn't bottomless, and I don't think I don't think ultimately there's a lot they can do. I mean, I think he's done a brilliant job of stabilising things, but that's all that he's going to be able to do.
I don't think we really know until maybe next year. You know, at the moment, I think none of us have really got the second wave of what's coming in. I just feel that at the moment they're trying to balance it up, but do we really know how deep it goes?
Do you think Gordon Brown should take some responsibility for the state the economy is in?
Probably not, because I don't know whether it could have been avoided or not. I think he's got quite a strong financial background, so if anybody could probably get them through it, it would be him, but I don't think it could have been avoided, really.
Do you think Gordon Brown should take some responsibility for the state the economy is in?
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
Yes, I think he gave control, took back to the Bank of England far too quickly when he came into power back in '97. So he should do, yeah.
Yeah, he's running the country, so...
Only in that they failed to regulate the financial industry, which, to be honest with you, was a lot before his time, wasn't it? Really?
Yes, I think, because he was the previous ex-chancellor. He made quite a lot of decisions, and the impact it's now, and he being the Prime Minister at this moment. So yeah, after I think it's 8 years now being a exchequer. So it's a long time. The history, you can actually see is that he should be a bit responsible.
No, I mean, like, you can't really blame one person, like, especially as Prime Minister. He doesn't really have anything. I mean, yeah, he's meant to be helping and everything, but he can't. I think it's all the company's fault, really. It's not just one person.
Yeah, most of it, really.
Take a bit of it, yeah.
Most of it. No one's ever going to vote him in again, are they?
He's a man in position that should know what's going on, but then again, it's a worldwide crisis now, isn't it? So therefore, I think everybody who's borrowed too much money and lent too much money have all got responsibilities. So I suppose he's a man in the position that he should actually really know what's going on, and maybe he should have done something about it a long while ago.
Is there anything you would like to see the government do that would help you personally?
I don't know, just offer a bit more help and support.
In what area particularly? Anything?
Don't know, setting up home, just general getting on your feet.
No, I'm fine. I work in higher education, I've got no mortgage, I've got no borrowing. It's not killing me. To be honest with you, I'm just sorry for other people. So personally, no, nothing they could do.
If he could give me £1 million, I'd like that a lot. We could just come over and be like, hey, do that.
Income tax, lower it for us, that would be good.
Get rid of politicians.
I'd side with that one.
No, really, I suppose bring income tax down a bit, maybe to 15p in the pound, something like that. Perhaps increase the top rate tax to 50p.
Well, the only thing that's going to help me personally is if everybody, as it was, had money to spend and it was spreading out there. At the moment, I don't think he can do anything for anyone personally. I think he's trying to help everybody. So if he can help everybody, he will gradually help me in the long run. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it still 20p to the pound tax rate? Put that back down to 10p instead of robbing us. Basically. So he just robs you on tax. Put tax and national insurance down.
I think we need, as I mentioned just now, I think community is very important. I think that I hope that the worst thing is because there's a lot of people wanted to do things for the community, and they also need to get funding. And then if you don't tick most of the box, you won't get the funding. So it's very difficult, I think. There's a lot of people actually wanted to do so much community, but you can ask any voluntary, you just can't, everybody can chip in and do voluntary work. But, I think community as a whole is very important, and I would like to see, even public sector businesses can help out Soho itself, for ethnic minority or anyone from Eastern Europe to build out a little community somewhere around here.
Do you think the current situation with the economy has made Gordon Brown more or less popular?
Less.
Less popular.
He'd like to think it's made him popular, but I don't think it has.
Less popular because people can't afford to spend, and people have got families and homes to pay for, and just general things like that.
I'm not aware he was that unpopular before, to be honest with you. I don't really think he was. I think he's pretty unpopular now, but like I say, for my earlier reasons, I don't think he was that unpopular before, and I think this has probably finished him off. Or, justly or unjustly, but I don't think we've had time to see whether he was any good yet, because I think this is going to be his last call.
Less popular, I think. I mean, he's popular, been mentioned. I think people mention him more often, but I think it's more negative sort of comment.
I didn't know he was that unpopular, was he? Or no, he was at the beginning, obviously, because everyone was like, he's just so different, and it's a big change from Tony Blair to. Tony Blair was kind of more like, sort of one with everyone, but I think Gordon Brown's a lot more. He doesn't really care what people think, really.
Probably less popular, but I don't personally feel that he's too responsible for it. I think it's just a set of circumstances that he's just happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So no matter who would have been in power, I think it would have been happening as well. So,
in the short term, it has probably made him more popular, especially with the Labour Party. But I think once things have, if he can survive this and do well for Britain, then but we'll probably do a Churchill on him when we slung Churchill out after the Second World War. We sling him out after helping other credit countries.
Do you think the current situation with the economy has made Gordon Brown more or less popular?
I think it's just made people more aware of what actually is going on in the world. I mean, everybody knows now that they just can't go on borrowing money. They just can't go on. So, and it's going into a situation where everyone was borrowing. How can you lend someone 6 times their earnings to buy a house? You can't. You're never ever going to get it back. I think we're all to blame, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Cheers. Sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Sorry we weren't very good.
No, it's fine, thank you.